Alam ba, Jo, no, hindi mo talaga makakaila yung impact ng digital technology sa pang-araw-araw nating pangangailangan. From our personal use, hanggang sa trabaho, hanggang sa negosyo. Ramdam mo yung epekto nito di ba, Jo?
Yes, sabi nga nila, digital technology is the fastest moving industry in the world.
That's right, totoo yan. Kaya nga magkakaroon ng isang Digital Asia Expo and Conference dito mismo sa ating bansa. At para pag-usapan yan, makakasama po natin si Mr. Nato Agbayani, ang COO ng Globaltronics, at si Mr. Rob Fowler, ang Sales Director ng Philips Asia Pacific. Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. Welcome to Good Morning, Boss.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Okay, so siguro, sir, can you please tell us more about this Digital Asia Expo and Conference for this year?
Well, actually, this is the second time we're doing it. Last year, it was called the Digital Asia Conference. Mr. Fowler was with us as well. But this year, it's going to be, well, there's going to be an expo side and there's going to be a side. The expo is going to be on the 29th, 30th and 31st. And then the conference is for 2 days. That's tomorrow and Friday. So we hope that we've invited 9 speakers, local and international speakers, and of course we have with us again here at PTV4 Mr. Rob Fowler.
Okay, so sir, how long have you been doing this in the Philippines?
Yeah, well, like what we said, this is the second year. Last year, we had Secretary Coloma to be one of the presenters. This year, he's giving the keynote speech for the first day. There he is.
And of course, Mr. Rob, I just want to ask, Philippines is a developing country, and we used to lag in science and technology, but hopefully now, with the integration of the new educational system, we can catch up. So anyway, how prepared do you think is this country to embrace a more digital lifestyle?
Well, I think from my experience, Philips has been dealing with Globaltronics now for about 3 years, and we've seen tremendous growth. This business that we're in, on the commercial display side, is very much, it fits into what the Philippines wants to do, because the Philippines probably has been trying to play catch up with a lot of the countries for quite some years. But you are also well ahead of quite a lot of your other neighboring ASEAN nations. I think you're very early adopters of technologies. You really enjoy seeing what is on the market and trying new things, and you're not afraid to do that. I think that's fantastic, and it only bodes well for the future of the Philippines.
Sa inyo naman po, sir, Nato, sa tingin niyo po, gaano po ka-importante ito nga pong digital technology sa panahon ngayon?
Well, siguro i-contextualize natin. No? Sa ngayon, almost 100 million ang population ng Pilipinas. It's like it's a very significant, and I think digital technology will be the one to bridge the gap. Say, for example, in education, our smartphone penetration in the Philippines is about 5%, but it is going to grow. By 2016, our internet penetration will grow by 11.3%, which is about 59 million Filipinos will have access to the internet. And knowing that, I think content is going to play a major role. Screens are also going to play a major role. For example, right now with Philips, we're working on some schools who would want to teach now using digital format. We're looking at a lot of software providers providing educational content. In my talk on the last day of the conference, I'll feature one game developer. He's not even from he's not even from a big university. It's a local university in Pampanga, and they're developing games already for educational purposes. And I think this is the breakthrough that, like what Rob said, we're playing catch up. But I think with the hosting of the World Economic Forum, soon enough we'll be hosting the ASEAN as well. Next year it's going to be ASEAN integration. I think it's high time for the Philippines to embrace this trend, and believe me, it's not going to be a fad. It is going to be the way we are going, and we're evolving as a country, and I think the talent, the people we need are here, right here in the Philippines.
Okay, in relation to that, you mentioned the ASEAN integration, which will be on 2015. So how significant do you think is digital technology to this to this new movement in the Southeast Asia? So Rob.
It's vital. It's playing a pivotal role. I mean, every single day, pretty much every person inside the Philippines will go out and will have some kind of contact with digital technology. Doesn't matter how it is. Nato was talking about smartphones, whether it's a smartphone right up to anything else. Look at one of the Philippines' favorite pastimes, going to you call it malling, right?
Yes.
We're guilty of that.
But you've got some of the most modern shopping malls in the world here in the Philippines. You're building more and more, and that means that your economy is growing. It's bringing in new jobs. It's bringing in more money to the impoverished people, and it's basically dragging people up out of their poverty. Those people then have money to spend. What do they spend it on? They can spend it on more technology. Like everywhere you go, now people are using 2 smartphones. So they'll have gone from having a standard cell phone to a smartphone to 2 smartphones, and they'll be adopting new technology, all that sort of stuff.
In relation to that, we have a lot of CEOs in this country who are actually investing in digital entrepreneurs,
Right.
people who establish websites and build applications. So how powerful do you think, or how the digital industry can affect a country's economy, especially in the Philippines, who, as everyone says, is the new tiger economy of Asia?
Well, you've just hit on one keyword: apps. Okay.
Wow.
We're at the technology now where there's so much integration of various technologies, and we're seeing that from Philips Commercial Display's point of view. Okay, you put something, digital signage into your retail stores, right? You couple that up with a media player, perhaps Bluetooth, something that recognizes when one of your customers who's downloaded your app is in your neighborhood. Now you can then go to something that's completely targeted around that single person. So here's an example, right? Carla here is walking around the shopping mall and she's got her cell phone on, and one of the sensors picks out, Carla's around. So on a screen, on a shop window, it says, Carla, come in, have a cup of coffee on us. So you're going to say, I get a free cup of coffee. Nice one. You go in, you show the message that's on your phone that's just come in. They give you a free cup of coffee, but maybe you'll then go and buy something else. And that's the whole idea of the thing. It's upselling. We'll give you a cup of coffee for free. Yeah, maybe it's going to cost us a little bit of money. It's a risk we'll take.
Yes.
Because when you're in our shop, maybe you'll go and buy something which is higher profit, which covers the cost of our coffee, and we make more money. And it's all about getting people into that environment where they can then go and spend that money.
Marketing strategy.
Marketing strategy.
It is.
Yes. All right, Rob, I heard you're going to have a 2-day conference. Maybe invite our viewers and tell us something about your talk.
Okay. On the first day, I'll be talking about the technologies that we've just discussed. Essentially, getting a return on your investment for digital signage, and how that's all going to work. And I'm going to be focusing on 2 different vertical markets, one of which is retail, and the second one which is quick-serve restaurants. So, I'll be explaining what you can do to ensure that you get the quickest return on your investment. Now, on the second day, I'll be talking a little bit more, going into more detail on the quick-serve restaurant side, and talking about what you'd need to do to get digital menu boards up and running. Now, I have to be very honest here. A lot of it was done very hastily, because I did say, I'm sorry, I can only do the one, and Mr. Nato here conveniently ignored that one.
Because we know that Mr. Fowler's really a very good speaker, and we feel that he can educate a lot of our businesses here in the Philippines. And
I'm honored.
That's why we're inviting the businesses as well, and even the students to come. The expo is free; it's open to the public.
When is it? When and where will it be?
Yeah, all right. It's going to be from 29, 30, and 31. That's the expo. It's going to be at SMX Convention Center, and then the conference is also going to be there. It's 29 and 30. So. We're inviting everyone on behalf of our chairman, Mr. William Guido, and Globaltronics. We'd like to invite all of you to watch and to see the Digital Asia Expo and Conference.
Okay, thank you very much, gentlemen, and good luck with your event.
Thank
and
you so much.
Cheers to a more digitized Philippines and more digitized world. Thank you.
Maraming
Thank you.
salamat. Thank you so much.